Welcome everybody back to another Bullcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
GTA 6 trailer just dropped. Let's check it out. Most anticipated game of the last 10, possibly 20 years. Let's see what's going on here.
Like the aesthetics.
Yeah.
Back in Vice City, I think.
You know why you're here. Bad luck, I guess.
Looking good. My hopes aren't even that high for like graphics necessarily, but it's looking better. It's just such diminishing returns. It looks sick though. I mean, a big step up from like 2003 or whatever Vice City originally came out. Oh my god. I can't wait. Oh my god. I can't wait to see like the commentary, the like social and political commentary that's gonna go on in this game, because that was such a huge part of GTA 5.
We're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust.
And the first GTA with a female main character, by the looks of things. It looks like they were trying to like
2025.
Oh really? I thought it was coming out this year, but yeah, interesting. It seems like they're trying to they clearly it seems like it's a female main character, which is very new and interesting. But it seems like they were trying to like split up whether it was or not going to be focused entirely on her towards the end, because maybe I think people are going to be kind of put off by that because most of the fan base is male. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this looks good. Like the graphics look better than I thought. They aren't like mind blowing, which is about what I expected. It looks really good. But these days it's like 3D games. The technology is still really limited compared to making like photorealistic stuff. It's like over the last 10 years, if you were to compare like 2003 to 2013 or 2013 to now, it's obviously a much more drastic difference between 2003 and 2013. But this is about what I expected as far as graphical upgrade, and I'm satisfied with it personally.
I mean, it seems like it would also be hard when there's just so many people around too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like all the people like look very different. Like it looks like actually like if you went somewhere and there was a bunch of people and they all look really different instead of like a bunch of like copy paste of like the same, you know, kind of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading the fucking I wasn't, when I was watching, I was just more paying attention to the game. I was paying attention to all the little captions at the bottom of like, I guess these are like reels or like TikTok posts or whatever the thing is gonna be, or Life Invader 2 or whatever they're gonna call it in this. In GTA 5 there was Life Invader, which is like Facebook it was supposed to be, and they were like they were all about sort of commodifying people and stuff like that. I just sort of making fun of Mark Zuckerberg and stuff. Someone called the Department of Transport on his dump truck. Have a Vice day. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting, and it's gonna be really interesting because this is such one thing I'm really interested in is like I said, like the social and political commentary sort of angle of it. Not because I'm like super interested in politics or anything, but just because the world has changed so much in the last 20 years since Vice City came out, or however long it's been. Might have been a little bit shorter than that, but I think it was around 20 years. I think Vice City came out around that time. The world's changed so much, and we're going back to the same location, and because GTA 4 was based in Liberty City, which is like New York, and there was I think it was either the first Grand Theft Auto or Grand Theft Auto 2 or something. I forget. I never played previous to GTA, or I guess to Vice City when I was a kid, but anyway, it's like they've for the last 3 games, GTA 4, 5, and now 6, they're revisiting locations that they've been in previous games. In GTA 5, they revisited where they were in San Andreas, which was another PS2 title. But now we're even further into the future, also going back in time, and there's such a big gap between GTA 5 and 6 that now it's going to be really interesting to see the portrayal, because Vice City originally was, I was too young to like really absorb the story or anything, but it was probably for the best. But it was all about like the mob, and it was about as far as I know, it was like Italian guys in Miami, and it was kind of it was more like Scarface was sort of the idea, which is like it's a movie that you haven't seen. Al Pacino, it's a classic sort of. The vibe was very different. And now Grand Theft Auto is much more, especially as GTA 5 has evolved over the course of its life cycle, the kind of identity of what GTA has kind of changed, and it's a lot more of like a surreal but sort of black comedy take, almost like a Fallout but less extreme sort of take on American life. That's kind of what it is, and it's absurdist, and it is about like having fun and being like insane. But with the last game especially, and GTA 4, I guess, they really tried to turn it into like a movie, sort of like a criticism. And there's a lot like the radio stations. I'm gonna be excited if they do like XM radio stations in this, or if it'll be like podcasting will be the big thing that they make fun of, or what the deal is. Like, I'm just so interested to see. It's such a huge part. Like, the identity of the world is just like a dark mirror to sort of modern society, and it's funny, and it's a comedy in like the truest sense. And it seems like they're kind of nailing the vibe of that. And just the more insane our society has gotten over the last 20 years, the more insane they're going to be able to make fun of it. And I just wonder, I just wonder how they're going to nail it. And I think they will. I hope they will. And I'm really excited for it. Kind of want to watch it again, just all the way through.
Okay.
And then we'll end the video.
Until recently, I didn't even know that the GTA had a story. I thought
Oh,
it was just,
really?
like, driving around and like stealing cars and like.
Well, up until like GTA 4 had a strong story, but it was more about like the multiplayer aspect. And then GTA 5 as well. It's like when it came out, the story was really a big deal, and very strong characters, and really iconic. I mean, it's been out for 10 years, and they didn't really release. I mean, they released other content with those characters in the game, but GTA's always more been about running around, being a psycho. She seems pretty badass. I feel like a lot of people are going to be against the female main character.
I mean, she seems cool.
She seems cool. It's just not standard for the series. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a. But I think what they need to capture is the relationship that they're setting up for the story. I think it'll be interesting because like the big thing again, going back to GTA 5, it's like there was 3 main characters that you all played, and there was Michael, who's like the main character, but they were all kind of more equal. And you could kind of change the story as it played out based on your decisions at certain points. And there were different endings you can get, but it was a big like it was very balanced. This seems like it's going. I wonder if they'll do, if they'll go between these two characters, or if it's going to be mostly her, and you'll make decisions on how you deal with this relationship. Like if this guy's more of a psycho piece of shit, and like kind of, betraying her or something. She seems badass enough that like I feel like I can respect her as a main character in like a world kind of as hardcore and gritty as GTA. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of excited to see how they change things up, because it's not been done before as far as I am aware. But yeah. Thanks for watching. See you guys, I guess, in 2 years. It's a year and a half when this comes out. I'm Carson.
And Lindsay.
Bye-bye.